today. Hope you're all well. Just got a quick question for you. So do you want to make healthier choices? I can hear you all screaming from here because I know that I certainly do. I was sat with a group of friends on a Zoom call a couple of nights ago, and we were all talking and catching up because we hadn't done it in such a long time. So we normally do this over coffee and cake, I have to be honest with you there. But we got round to the subject of our weight and how that a couple of my friends were really annoyed with themselves, the fact that they'd put on some weight during this period of lockdown. They were really starting to beat themselves up over it. And we spoke about the fact that we were bored, we were stressed, and feeling like food was the only thing that we could actually control at this strange moment in time that we're all in. That's the only thing that was our choice of what to eat and put in our mouths. Now, I don't know about you, but my excuse has always been I don't have enough time to think about planning meals, to be cooking from scratch every night. I'm far too busy to exercise. And I've always viewed food as a bit of a naughty treat. So after our conversation, it really got me thinking that these excuses I'd had for years were exactly that. They were excuses, and ones that, if I was being really honest, I couldn't use during this lockdown period, because I do have all the time to plan healthy meals, to write a shopping list, to go and book a click and collect at the supermarket so that I wasn't tempted when I went in by any other goodies that I saw. I was able to go out once a day to exercise. In fact, this also helped my mental health as well, so it was a double bonus. But most of all, it made me realise that these were just excuses and that I was actually in control of what I put into my mouth, which was a really bit of a light bulb moment for me, if I'm honest. So I really started to think about my body a bit like a car. In order for it to run smoothly, it had to be looked after. It needs fuel to do this effectively, and of course it needs the right fuel. If we go and put petrol into a diesel tank, which my sister has done, then we wouldn't get very far before the whole engine would seize up. And I suppose if we think about it, that's a bit like our bodies. Whatever the fuel that we put in, we need that to function. And the better the fuel that we put in, the better the miles to the gallon that we're going to get. The longer our car's going to serve us well for, isn't it? So another great tip would be to think of your fuel and think about how empowered and motivated that you will feel when you have made a really good fuel choice. Imagine what that would feel like for the rest of the day, how it would set you up. It's about thinking, how do I want to feel after my meal? Do I want to feel happy that I made a really good choice? Or do you want to be beating yourself up for the rest of the day and then possibly lead into eating more? Because let's face it, once lunch or dinner is over, we've barely even got the dishes away. And can we actually really remember what the food tastes like? Probably not. But what we do remember is the feeling that we have when we fueled our bodies well and our engines running superbly. This is the beginning of you taking control and being responsible for your own health and well-being. And we can all do that now that we've got a little bit more time on your hands. And we'll remember how great it felt to make great choices, and you will want to do more of that. And then that becomes the new behaviour. So you will repeat it and repeat it, leading to a happier and healthier version of you. So what better time is there to really start taking control in a more helpful way, to start working on the you that you really want and really deserve? So I'm also going to be uploading a really useful little hypnosis session as well that will really help support you on this journey and support this video as well. If that's something that you really want to gain control back during this time, throw those excuses out the window and really get on with feeling great about ourselves, because that's what we're in control of. So I hope you enjoyed that little video.